Well, shifting focus to the big story that we're tracking, the latest on the deadly Naxal strike that left 14 CRPF jawans dead and 12 injured in Sukma on Monday evening. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has landed in Raipur to take stock of the situation. The latest inputs reveal that the Maoists had looted the VHF communication set during the ambush. The forces are now waiting for a change in frequency of the sets as a precautionary measure to prevent the red terrorists from eavesdropping on the conversations between the CRPF troops. Meanwhile, 10 of the injured jawans who were waiting to be evacuated have now been airlifted to safety. 2 jawans are believed to be missing. Such operations have picked up after the heavy fog cover over the forest area has finally cleared. What is glaring is that there was no IAF chopper to rescue the men last evening despite the 4-hour-long encounter that took place. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, meanwhile, condemned the attack on Twitter. He said, and I quote, "Words are not enough to condemn the brutal and inhuman attack by anti-national elements in Sukma," unquote.
I'm now joined by the ADG Anti-Naxal Operations for the Chhattisgarh State Police, Mr. R.K. Vij. Sir, thank you for the time. Please tell us just what went wrong, sir, because the Chhattisgarh Police has had a lot of success in surrenders and, some arrests, and then you come and see such a huge event taking place.
No, nothing went wrong at the moment. We are yet to analyze that incident. But our parties were out and the operations was going on for last 15 days actually. More than 2,000 men were out for operations in the jungles. Generally, we have intelligence in that area. The bigger cadres, they roam around in the area freely. The battalion is also active. Naxal's battalion is also active in that area. So the parties were out and the operation was quite successful. Firing took place last week also and forces were comfortable in jungle. While they were coming back, yesterday was the last day. And the last party, that was actually, there was an exchange of fire with the Maoist and there we lost 14 security men.
So, as is often said, would you say that there was some kind of, not sticking to the procedures or some kind of a lapse? What is it that the police is understanding out of this, sir?
No, this is guerrilla zone and part of that area is their base area. So SOP it is dynamic, The commander has to decide in jungle that how to move. The tactical movement generally takes place and the decision is taken by the commander there only. Absolutely. Because the terrain is very tough, Every location is an ambush point. So you have to be very careful in moving, and there are jungles, and at 100 feet you can't see the enemy.
No, but what is the lesson learned out of that?
That's the lesson that I told you that yes, we'll analyze that incident, that how this took place, and then we see what more can be done.
So why is it that the helicopters have still not gone? Because it's almost 24 hours and only now the helicopters are flying. I mean, the Air Force maintains Operation Triveni. It has designated helicopters. The air chiefs keep saying that night flying capability is very much there. I mean, it's inexplicable. People are injured out there and still, it's taking so long.
No, let me tell you, Indian Air Force is doing wonderful task in Chhattisgarh. They have been taking risks again and again. Quite a number of times the helicopter has been fired upon, but still they are moving. They are evacuating our people. Yes, in Chintagofa area, there is no facility for night landing. So in the morning, as soon as that area was sensitized, the injured jawan and even the bodies of martyrs have been evacuated.
The villagers were used as human shields. So if they are being used, obviously they are somewhere allowing the Maoists to use them.
There are, under threat, under fear and duress, they have been helping them. I recall, one operation we conducted last year in Minpa next to Chintagufa, about 7-8 kilometers, and villagers insisted that our camp should continue to exist there, They never wanted our camp to move away from that location. So people are actually fed up with the violence. That is our analysis.
Thank you so much for the time. With Pravir Viswas, Jugal Purohit in Raipur for Headlines Today.
And these are visuals of the aftermath of one of the worst Naxal attacks in Sukma. Those are visuals you're about to see on your screens where 14 brave hearts were butchered in the Naxal ambush. The bodies and the injured jawans are being evacuated. Meanwhile, the families are in a state of shock with every little information on their loved ones.
दुख का विषय एक ये है कि कोई भी कानपुर का कोई आला कमान का अधिकारी या कोई पुलिस का अधिकारी सूचना मिलने के उपरांत भी जो है यहाँ पर उपस्थित नहीं हुआ है और हम सब लोग जो है पूरे गांव के लोग एकत्र हैं। ऐसे दुख की घड़ी पे हमने अपने गांव का एक अच्छा जो है व्यक्ति जो है खो दिया है जो है।
फिर हमने कंट्रोल रूम फ़ोन किया तो उन्होंने कहा हाँ हमला तो हुआ है, लेकिन हमला तो हुआ है लेकिन कोई जानकारी क्लियर नहीं कर रहे थे। मैं बार बार फ़ोन कर रहा था तो वो लोग कह रहे थे कि ठीक है, मतलब हमको भी नहीं मालूम है, वहाँ का सारी व्यवस्था ध्वस्त हो चुकी है। इसके लिए ये बोला गया है कि राजनाथ सिंह जब वहाँ पहुँचेंगे तो उसके बाद पोस्टमार्टम के बाद फिर यहाँ भेजी जाएगी।
My colleague Jugal Purohit now joins me live from Ground Zero. Jugal, what is the latest that is in fact coming in as far as rescue operations are concerned? We believe that the intense fog cover has finally lifted.
Well, Rishika, first of all, there's no rescue operation because what had to happen has happened. The operation to extricate those injured has also almost been completed, and the only reason why the Air Force helicopters, as the ADG also said, were not taking off since yesterday till about 9:30 a.m. this morning was because the area was not secure. The weather and the climatic conditions had nothing actually to do with it. Now, telling you about what's happening on the ground, well, behind me is the Raj Bhavan area, and you're seeing there's a huge posse of cars and vehicles of the Home Ministry. The Home Minister Rajnath Singh, who landed here a short while back, is right now locked in a meeting with the senior officials of the Chhattisgarh state, the Chief Minister, the Governor, senior police officials, CRPF representatives from Delhi. They're all in Raj Bhavan right now. From here, the Home Minister will go and meet the injured jawans. 10 of the 13 injured jawans have been brought to Raipur in the IAF helicopters, and the dead bodies are also being brought here. Rajnath Singh will, of course, not be going any further from here. He will be, in fact, returning from this point itself to Delhi. He will not be flying to Sukma. He will not be getting a first-hand account, a first-hand experience of the kind of situation the Maoists have inflicted on the forces. And for a very long time, Rishika, it's been a demand of the forces and people in the Home Ministry that the Home Minister, a new Home Minister, relatively visit these areas. But sadly, even this occasion will not actually allow the Home Minister, or rather the Home Minister has chosen to actually not carry forward his program into the heart of the insurgency. So that's one point that's affected a lot of people. People are saying, why is it that the Home Minister cannot actually go to the ground and get a first-hand assessment? Apart from that, the police, of course, making the usual noises about it being an extremely difficult area, no helicopters being available. Question is, why is it that no helicopters are available when 6 to 8 helicopters are designated for the task? So there is a lot of resentment that has come about in the aftermath of this encounter as a result of the various lapses that have actually contributed in the slaying of 14 men, Rishika.